guys, I'm Rob Richards here with Team Powertec and the new functional trainer. Now, one of the questions that I'm most often asked is, Rob, what's your favorite muscle group to train? Well, it's my shoulders. And the reason is I think it gives you that nice big V-taper with the wide, broad shoulders coming down to a tight and toned waist and set of abs. So today I'm going to share with you 3 of my favorite shoulder exercises. The first one is the kneeling military press. And for this one, I'm going to take behind the back of my head, but only to the top of my ears. This will really help thicken out and develop the rear portion of the shoulders, the back of the deltoids, which is often a neglected area when it comes to shoulder training. So let me break it down and show you how it's done. What's great about performing this on the functional trainer is that you can set the pulleys at a set height. So even if you do take it lower than you should do, the weight's going to bottom out before you take it all the way down. And the reason is you have these small upper muscles in your back that when you stress by bringing the shoulders down too low, holding weights behind them, they can cause damage to those muscles. So we only take it down elbows about parallel to the floor. Secondly, because of the isolateral positioning of the pulleys and the fact we're using 2 separate cables, this really engages my stabilization muscles. So my abs are going to work out as I'm kneeling and pushing up. And thirdly, a few tips about the exercise. Again, breathing out as you exert that force, pushing the weight up, keeping everything in alignment. The wrist, the elbow, and the shoulders. Always pointing the knuckles up towards the sky. Got it? Okay, good. Moving on. The next exercise in this tricep for shoulders is the high cable rear deltoid fly. And for this, I need to change the bars for the handles and move the pulleys up to their top position. This exercise has really helped me develop my rear deltoids over the past year. Let me show you how it's done. Cables are at their highest setting and taking a handle in separate arms. We're going to turn around and perform the opposite of a chest fly. So watch my arm position on this because it's critical that you get the positioning right to really maximize the effectiveness of the exercise on the back of the shoulders. Okay, did you catch it? Again, a limited range of motion. Instead of bringing my arms all the way in and pulling them back as far as I can, I'm really working within the main power zone of what the muscle is capable of contracting and lengthening. Basically what I mean is I'm keeping my arms fixed, elbows slightly bent, and pulling the weights back until I can feel some strain in the rear deltoids. Then as I breathe out, squeeze my shoulders back. I'm not pulling with my arms, it's all in the shoulders. Squeeze my shoulders back, hold the contraction, and then breathe in as I slowly allow the cables to come forwards, lengthening out the back of the shoulders. Again, keep alignment straight, so wrist, elbow, and shoulders all in that same plane of motion. I'm not bending my arm or moving it out of that position, therefore all of the stress from the weight is kept firmly on that rear deltoid. Let's move on. The final exercise in this trio is for that medial deltoid, and this will really help bring some separation into those 3 muscle heads. Let's get it set up. This really is another great benefit of the Powertec functional trainer, is that you can set up different exercises switching from one to another in pretty much no time at all, which keeps this style of circuit training very efficient. Okay, what we're doing here is a single arm working isolaterally, a medial lat raise. You can either hold on and lean slightly out, which will make the exercise harder, placing more stress on the shoulder, or like me, let's start out in a stable foot position, about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forwards, and with this hand just keep it on that leg closest to the cable. I think you get the idea now about keeping everything in alignment. You saw my arm was fixed, no bend in the elbow, raising it up, letting the shoulder do all of the work. And again, there's really no need to take the arm any higher than up here. Those muscles are worked in the first exercise with that military press. This exercise is all about working that medial deltoid, as well as bringing the front and the back one into play. Now, if you want to step it up one more level, you can take the handle behind your back, which makes it even more challenging. Keep the abs pulled in tight and the body kept upright. Wow. In fact, that one places a lot more emphasis on the front part of the shoulder having to do much more of the work. Give these 3 exercises a try. And why don't you let me know how they feel by hitting me up on the Powertec Facebook page. Till next time, give all of the exercises a try, see how it goes, and train that body to get it ready for that beach summer look. I'll be back next time to share with you more tips